So we're about halfway through 2024 now, and people want to know, how high can ADA in fact reach yet this year? And I want to say this, my thoughts when it comes to Cardano and ADA, they have not changed at all. I'm still bullish. I'm still excited about the things that are taking place. And the exciting thing for people should be is that we are in fact starting to see execution, things that are going to really bring on that adoption when it comes to the Cardano blockchain. So I have seen a lot of people doing some of these projections, and I've seen people that in fact have gotten a lot more bearish, a lot more tempered in their expectations, talking about $1 or 80 cents or, ranges that don't really make a lot of sense. I'm still in that idea that we're going to have somewhere between $2 to $2.50 ADA. It makes a lot of sense. That's what happens for most altcoins. They get somewhere close to their all-time high right around the end of the year. Okay. Now, obviously, this is not a guarantee. This is not financial advice, but I want to tell you why I'm still thinking this is going to happen. People seem to forget a very key component of what occurs during alt season, and that is that there is a ton of fresh capital that enters the space. That fresh capital tends to look at the top of the market, and what they see is a lot of opportunity. You're going to have big influxes into coins like ADA and many of these other top assets in the space, and guess what? That's one of the big drivers of ADA price. I've said this many, many times, and people seem to keep forgetting this. All right. Right now, we're just at this period where we have a lot of stale money floating around. Not to say that our money's stale, right? But there's just not a lot of new blood entering the space. There's not a lot of new blood entering Cardano. Now, here's the thing. I think that's going to change in a very drastic way because of the execution that we're seeing, because of these big partnerships that are coming into play, because we're seeing Cardano become more entrenched worldwide. Obviously, the big news coming from the partnership with Argentina, or at least the province of Argentina, Entre Rios. There are big things that are taking place that frankly haven't been reflected in the price. Okay. There are large entities that are paying attention to this. There are large entities that are waiting to get capital into the market. And I want to show you guys something. So I did show everybody this in my SHIB video yesterday, but I call this my adoption chart. Okay. This is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin. And what we're seeing right now is not a lot of ground being gained. All right. We're frankly at this point where over the last just over 3 months, we've kind of been sideways. We haven't been really gaining ground in terms of the overall market cap of altcoins. And it's again, because this new capital is not entering the space, but that all changes very, very soon. In fact, when we look back at cycles prior, you can see right about July or summer, frankly, is where things begin to gain a little ground, where we start to see some of that new capital entering the space. And you guys can see July is kind of that point where things really take off. And then deeper into alt season and the end of the year of the halving is when things tend to go full vertical. All right. So that was 2020. And you guys can see the exact same thing happening back here, right? Kind of exciting at the end of summer, big spike, kind of some consolidation to close the year, but really alt season just going parabolic. That capital, guys, I don't know why people are thinking that it's not going to hit ADA, why they think it's not going to flow in, because frankly, guys, it's a top coin in the space. It's got big optics. It's doing stuff worldwide. It's one of the only approved coins in Hong Kong. I mean, there's a lot of things that are actually beneficial for ADA that people are ignoring. All right. Right now, it may be tough to visualize. It may be tough to visualize a price 5 times here, but that's the thing. People tend to get recency bias. They tend to get complacent. And that's the reason why when things start to go full vertical, people miss out on these big opportunities. Again, when you look back at what ADA did last market cycle, if I can go back here, there we go, right? No, this is still current market cycle. When we go back last market cycle, you guys can see the same thing, all right? ADA for a period of time did in fact go sideways, stagnated, didn't really have a whole lot going on, especially later last year. Or not later last, oh my gosh, I'm all over the place, guys. Later in 2020, we basically dropped from 14 cents down to basically this 10-cent range and just kind of basically traded sideways from September all the way through late November before things started to get wild. You will have these periods of stagnancy where it doesn't seem like a whole lot going on, but that's the same point that a lot of people get left behind. So again, my projections have not changed. I'm still somewhere in that $2 to $2.50 range in terms of ADA. And I think that we're going to see a lot more of these big partnerships, this big utilization of the Cardano blockchain that even takes us further into the optics of the people. So appreciate you guys as always. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.